with the Moonies, and these are
That's
big
right.
churches in Baltimore and around the city. They don't even realize they're involved in it. Some
Bishop,
do, I believe.
Bishop.
So I tell my saints that my saints go out and they hand out food cards and tracts, and they go out and we go out and we hand out clothes, and we do people just because we're not always in the building working or at the building don't mean we're not working. And people got to stop assuming. The Lord say, when you bear false, He said, let your yea be yea and your nay nay, and speak those things that you know, for all else is evil.
Yeah, that's true.
It's evil.
Let me take control of this program again. Good God Almighty. And I'll say this, and then we have to get out of here. The church that we do have, Destiny Changers Deliverance Center, was not really helped or supported by many pastors in the city that I played for, and that's a myriad of reasons why. But sometimes when people came to the church and saw only a handful of people in the room that we had, one business person got indignant and turned around and sucked his teeth and walked back out the door. When we did Faith Walk, thank you for helping me out, Bishop Sims. I tried to get 14 pastors to go on 14 corners to help in that area of Northwest Baltimore to deal with the drugs and the violence and the poverty and unemployment. I did that for 3 years. I was never able, although we had 13 pastors and 14 in the building, one across the street. The whole area was littered with churches. I could never get 14 strong pastors to help me out. Why? Because I was a little pastor, as someone said, a small, insignificant pastor. And so they didn't want to help. Matter of fact, Jamal Bryant had a program during that, and I said it. I don't care. I said it. He had a program to fight me. He even put someone into my inner circle to infiltrate and destroy the program that we were trying to do with Faith Walk. So, and so somebody said I was on a radio program at Spirit 1400 or 1010 AM WOLB. Why? Somebody said I'd rather go with Jamal Bryant as he protests down 83. They said, why would you want to help this pastor here? I mean, what's the problem? You should be working in the same team, ain't you? No, he didn't want to share that. He didn't want to share anything. He wanted to get all the attention, all the cheese, and all that. And it makes no sense. Souls were lost.
When we moved into our church in the Govins area, the Govins community is an organization there that we tried to work with them, and we tried to get permits to with the church that we were at. There were drug dealers trying to peddle drugs and stuff there. I went out and I got the drug dealers to get off that block. All the people in the block was thanking me when they saw that I was doing work in the block, and I was inviting them. Some of them came down to our services and whatnot. We tried to get a permit to expand the church, to connect the building next door to our church. And that one, what's his name? He just ran for a government, I think, comptroller. He was working with the Govins organization and all them.
Bill Henry.
And Bill Henry.
Yeah.
They tried to bully us. We had to go to court, City Hall, and fight them. They tried to stop us. They told us, if you want anything done in this neighborhood, you got to go through us. And what they wanted keys to our building so that they can have meetings whenever they wanted in our building. I said, our building's not for that. I said, Lord said, the house, this is the house of God. And it's not here for you to use to have your meetings or whatever you want to put on. And so we had to fight against them, and we won. But even after that, I still tried to work with this community organization. They said they needed help. Wrote a check. Man talked nasty to me. Wrote a check. Told him come get it. Never came. I got it in my wallet right now. He never came and got it.
Wow.
So
I'm familiar with those people.
Talking about helping community. Yeah. Talking about helping communities. Look, again, we went out into the Saints. I got the Saints together. Said, come on, loaded up. Went over to the place, Foreman Mills. Got a whole bunch of winter parkas and some other stuff, and coats and gloves, and went all up and down there where Cold Spring and up Green Mountain and Northern Parkway, giving out coats and stuff. Even we had some families they were crying. This one guy, we stopped right near the methadone center, and the people was out there and they were running, and it was raining, it was cold, it was winter, and it was icy rain, and it was cold that day. And the Saints, my congregation was out there ministering, handing out tracts, praying for people. One guy,
in the rain?
He was still high. He was still high in the rain. He was still high.
That kind of stuff, yeah.
And he came and he asked for prayer, and he wanted a coat, and we had handed out all the coats. It was this big man that was standing on the corner. We had just given him a nice parka, and this guy, he wanted a coat. He was in the rain. Guy not saved. He's out there on the street too. It's Saturday, and there's a shelter that opens up, that hands out food and stuff, opens up on Monday. The people are sitting out on the street waiting for the place to open. It's Saturday. It's raining.
Wow.
So we had given out all the coats and everything, and I was like, we don't have any more coats or nothing. And the big guy, he was bigger than me. I'm a big guy. He was bigger than me. He took his coat off that we just gave him with tears in his eyes. He put it on this guy's high, but asking for prayer and he took his coat off and he put it on the guy. And the words say, except our righteousness exceed that of the scribes and the Pharisees, we will no wise enter in. And that touched the heart of every saint that was there when they saw him do this. I found that man, came back. I brought him some money. I brought him some other stuff. I tried to bless him because that was a heart of compassion. And anybody else seeing that guy high and on the street like that, most of the people would have walked by him. They would have did like the Good Samaritan.
They wouldn't have taken their coats off. And so
they wouldn't have took their coats off.
No. I'm Bishop so-and-so.
He wasn't even saved. He wasn't saved. He was laying on the street too.
Wow. We got more work to do.
We got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Speaking of work, Elder Gene Barnes, thank you, Bishop, for that. I can always count on you. Bishop, I'm sorry, Elder Gene Barnes, are you still there? Is she still there? Okay, we must move to. Well, we have gone overtime. This was an unexpected blessing, the holy battle. So, hope we've learned something. Listen, you need to go out and if this was interesting to you when you listen to the program, then by all means go out and grab the book, The Other Pulpit, Life Lessons of a Leader, written, and the person that inspired me to do it was God through Pastor Carl Johnson, who influenced me to write the book when I was going through trauma and grief over the death of my mother and my favorite aunt, who died within a year of each other. And so this was my therapy, to write a memoir of her memory, and I'll say her name, and that's Minister A.M. Turner Kingsbury, because she got married. Yeah, and may her memory never fall to the ground. That's why I wrote this book, to let the earth know that she lived, and her dream of going further, the baton was passed to me. And that's why I do what I do. And look at the lives that have been touched by the dream that she laid forth. What's that scripture, Pastor, says, unless a seed falls to the ground?
Hey, the seed if you plant the seed, like you sow the seed, like Jesus said, you pray that you fall on what fertile ground and bring forth much fruit. Only thing we can do as ministers is plant the seed. We can't make anybody live holy, and we can't make people follow. We can't make them obey the word of God, but we can plant a seed and hope that seed will grow.
Excellent. And so give us your contact number in case someone wants to come to the church after listening to this program. Christ-like Apostolic.
Well, they can reach me at 443-890-1920.
What's that again,
and
sir?
You know, I always 443-890-1920. And I always have an ear to hear.
Yes, you do. And you also have services on Sunday via Zoom. Is that right?
Zoom. Oh, yeah. if they want to tune into the service, they give me a call, and I'll give them the link.
12 noon, high noon. Yeah. If folks want to write a book. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. During this corona, we've been having our services via Zoom because we have several members who have certain conditions. And, again, the Lord said, don't put a burden on others you yourself can't bear. And we've been having our services, and we've been having our services regularly. You know, we have Wednesday night, Friday night, and Sunday services. We have Sunday school at 11, and we have noonday service. So even though we might not physically be in the building, we have services, and we have people tuning in, and we're still ministering. Like I said, I've been doing more ministry while I've been at home. people calling me and coming to my door for help. So I've been doing more ministry and speaking to more souls, since this corona thing started. And because there are people that are hurting and people looking for answers.
That's right. And most churches started in the home. It's called EDAH, E-D-A-H. Did you know that, Dr. McKenzie Jr.?
I didn't know the term for it, but I know that there have been many churches that have started in their homes. Absolutely.
Yeah, and the upper room started in somebody's house. Watch yourself. I tell you. So if folks want to write a book or to get published, who could they call?
They can connect with J&F Enterprises, and we'll walk them through the book publishing process and give them assistance along the way to bring their vision to reality. They can contact us via the website, which is www.jnfenterprises.com, or they can email us at jnfenterprises@yahoo.com, or call us directly at 443-762-2324.
I thought that's fantastic. I thought you were going to say 1-800-JNF Enterprises. That's okay. Next level to go to, but it's all right. You not only walk them through, you hold a hand, even the hand of folk who need serious help, like myself, with the books, The Other Pulpit, and Stormproof. My goodness, a collection of sermons for those who are suffering. I was concerned about releasing that because I was wondering if other pastors would preach the message in the book. I won't go there. Elder Jane Barnes, are you still there? Okay, she's gone. Oh, she's there. Okay, if folks want to get into your ministry or your plays or your banquet hall, what number should they call?
443-453-6417.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
That's 443-453-6417.
All right, now to the Queen. Queen.
I'm here.
A very slow reaction time. Listen, folk want to join you. How many businesses do you have? You're getting to be more than me.